Hello, friends. I'm Spire meteorologist James Van Fleet. Even though this was forecasted, it is still incredibly wild, the scenes that are unfolding off the Gulf Coast in the U.S. Now, we'll talk about when the snowfall ends for different areas. So, those of you businesses watching can plan and mitigate when to get staff and assets back out on the roads and moving again. But I also will be giving you a heads up for yet another possible southern storm that brings snow into the deep south. But first, just talking about and sharing some of these images. This comes from the Cat's Meow balcony. And this is, of course, New Orleans that we're looking at. This is incredible. You're looking at Bourbon Street with snowfall. It's just absolutely unreal that we're seeing this. And then over in Pensacola Beach, I want to show you that's not sand. The sand's underneath that. In fact, you can see the flakes streaming across the Hilton Pensacola Beach cam, looking out around. Just absolutely incredible. New Orleans, Houston, Pensacola, doesn't matter. It's still, again, all was forecasted, but just incredible to actually see it play out. Now, as this system is moving off to the east, snowfall will be ending up around the New Orleans area about 6 p.m. this evening. And then that will start to move out from what's about, again, 5, 6 o'clock tonight, New Orleans time. It will still take several more hours before we get it out of Pensacola, looking at about 8 o'clock tonight, Pensacola, if you're in this region. And then areas of Georgia, South Carolina, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and then on up into eastern and central North Carolina. It will be sometime in the overnight hours, in fact, just before sunrise for many of you, before that starts to move on out. Having said that, as I mentioned, we are still tracking another storm in the making. So looking at this high resolution model for North America, it goes hour by hour out to 6 days in a 3-kilometer resolution. And watch, we've got one flex of a system that'll be down here in the Gulf, but it's this last one here coming up, this right here that comes in this weekend into Texas, very similar to how this storm currently formed. And you can see, at least on the northern fringes, Little Rock, Memphis, and northern portions of Mississippi and Alabama are looking like this will bring snowfall to your regions as it comes through Sunday, Monday, if not even early, late Saturday in Texas when a lot of this gets going. I want to mark this as something to watch because as we get back to regular operations, for those of you businesses who are clients of ours, I just want to mark this as a heads up that as we'll have a few days where we can get back into our anywhere from shipping to our supply chain to just general operations this weekend and early next week. I want to mark that as a heads up, and we will come back to that. And the big reason, not only do I want to highlight it because it's a second one potentially in the making, looking to affect different areas this time with snowfall, it is the fact that this system is going to be hitting areas of the deep south and areas that you normally, of course, don't see it. So I want to make sure that you have that timing in mind to look at and mark as we might need to move our supply chain, our anything. We have assets, trucks, cars, people, offices, all of that you want to assess. Let's be looking at Sunday and Monday for the next potential system. In the meantime, if you are in the areas getting snow, drop a picture or a comment below. Would love to see more of this out there, as obviously it's very rare for all of us. So please stay safe out there, especially on any roads that are a mixture of ice and snow. And I'll see you tomorrow with a fresh take from Spire Weather and Climate.